The Los Angeles Lakers are showing glimpses of something truly exciting this season, and the way their Big Three is coming together has been fascinating to watch. LeBron James is back on the court, slowly shaking off the rust from injury, while Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic are carving out their own spaces and starting to click with one another in ways that hint at something very special. Right now, these three players are just scratching the surface of their potential, and the best part is that every game, every possession, every minute on the floor is only going to make them stronger, more synchronized, and more comfortable with each other's tendencies. You can already see flashes of brilliance, the kind of offensive chemistry that has the ability to elevate them from being just good to legitimately dangerous at a championship level. The way they move the ball, find each other in transition, and exploit defensive mismatches shows a level of intelligence and versatility that is rare even in the NBA, and it only looks like the beginning. Watching the Lakers' recent games, especially against teams like the Clippers, give a lot of insight into how this team is beginning to define its rhythm. That game was a perfect example of how these three can coexist on the floor and highlight one another. LeBron had his moments of dominance, hitting key shots and creating opportunities, while Reeves and Luka each had stretches where they commanded attention, taking control when it mattered most. The beauty of it was that it wasn't a chaotic rotation or forced scoring. The three of them were able to share the spotlight, yet the real success came from how the supporting players adapted around them. In games like this, the role players are crucial. They're not expected to carry the offense, but their ability to hit open shots, commit to defense, make hustle plays, and simply buy into the system can elevate the entire squad. The Lakers coaching staff has started to recognize this, creating moments in which each of the stars has their own window to dominate while still ensuring the group functions as a cohesive unit. It's a delicate balance, but when executed properly, it can lead to some of the most dynamic basketball in the league. One of the ongoing discussions around the team is roster construction, particularly when it comes to complementing the stars with the right supporting pieces. The Lakers clearly need two-way players who bring both defensive versatility and perimeter shooting to the table. Athleticism on the wings is critical, as is the ability to defend multiple positions, stretch the floor with three-point shooting, and fill the role that allows LeBron, Reeves, and Luka to maximize their offensive output without worrying about a weak link. Ideally, you want more than one of these players, a combination of mid-tier talents who can consistently deliver on the defensive end while keeping the offense flowing. The strategy of adding multiple role players instead of chasing a single high-end star makes sense on several levels. Not only is it more realistic financially, given the Lakers' constraints, but it also provides depth. Rather than relying on a single player to fill multiple roles, having a pair of capable, versatile wings ensures that the team can adapt to matchups, injuries, and unexpected stretches in the schedule without losing its competitive edge. When you look at the potential targets, players like Keon Ellis or Matisse Thybulle represent exactly the type of complementary pieces that fit the Lakers' current blueprint. They can defend multiple positions, provide spacing on the perimeter, and execute the types of plays that keep the stars unburdened. While a player like Andrew Wiggins offers undeniable scoring and experience, the reality is that the Lakers already have three elite offensive engines in place. The value of Wiggins' self-creation and scoring is less pronounced when the ball is primarily in the hands of LeBron, Luka, and Reeves. He's still a luxury asset, but not a necessity in the current structure, especially when the Lakers can acquire two mid-tier contributors who collectively provide more balanced production at a lower cost and with less sacrifice of future assets. This approach not only allows the Lakers to maintain roster flexibility, but also ensures that every piece added fits seamlessly into the puzzle, complementing the stars rather than complicating the offensive flow. The concept of creating five-man units and giving each star their own moments of influence has been a subtle, yet critical adjustment. By structuring rotations to allow LeBron, Luka, and Reeves their individual windows, the team can manage energy, encourage confidence, and optimize production. Meanwhile, the supporting cast is expected to perform specific tasks: defense, hitting open shots, making the hustle plays, while understanding their place in the larger framework. This level of cohesion, combined with intelligent roster additions, can turn the Lakers into not only one of the most efficient offensive teams, but also a defensive unit capable of competing at the highest level. The idea isn't just about who is on the court, but how each player complements the strengths of the stars and compensates for any potential weaknesses. Financial considerations also play a role in roster construction. Acquiring two mid-tier players instead of a single high-end player often proves more feasible without mortgaging future assets. Trades involving players like Keon Ellis, Matisse Thybulle, or Josh Green are typically easier to execute because they require fewer draft picks or financial commitments. Meanwhile, pursuing a player like Andrew Wiggins, Miles Bridges, or Herb Jones might demand sacrificing a first-round pick or multiple assets, which can limit flexibility down the road. The Lakers can capitalize on the fact that many high-end players are in demand, letting other teams compete for those shiny targets while quietly strengthening their roster with versatile, affordable, and high-efficiency contributors who fit perfectly into the system. The early games of this season have already provided a blueprint for what the Lakers need and how they can succeed. The version of the team we are seeing now is likely the least polished we will witness, with LeBron still returning from injury, and the trio of stars still learning how to maximize their combined potential. As games progress, their understanding of one another will deepen, rotations will stabilize, and the team's execution will only improve. This presents a rare opportunity for strategic roster moves that can elevate the team without compromising long-term flexibility. By targeting next-tier players who can defend multiple positions, shoot efficiently, and integrate seamlessly, the Lakers can strengthen their rotation while keeping their stars at the center of the offense, allowing the team to reach heights that may surpass even the most optimistic projections from fans and analysts alike. As the season continues, the Lakers' ability to integrate new players into their system will become even more crucial. Every rotation, every substitution, and every five-man lineup is an opportunity to maximize the impact of their stars while also allowing the supporting cast to thrive. The challenge lies not in finding talent, but in finding players who understand their roles, accept them, and execute with consistency. Players like Matisse Thybulle, Keon Ellis, or Josh Green fit this mold perfectly. They bring defensive intensity, energy, and versatility, and they also offer spacing and perimeter shooting that allows LeBron, Luka, and Reeves to operate at peak efficiency. It's the kind of balance that turns a team from good to elite because it ensures that the offense doesn't stagnate and that defensive responsibilities are shared effectively. Every game is a test of chemistry, and the Lakers are proving that their stars, while individually exceptional, are at their most dangerous when they work together seamlessly and have the right pieces surrounding them. One of the key takeaways from watching the early matchups is that the Lakers' success hinges on complementary play. It's no longer sufficient to simply have high-end talent on the roster. The stars need partners who can elevate the team in subtle but meaningful ways. The small victories, deflections, timely rotations, offensive spacing, rebounding on the weak side, often determine the outcome of games that look close on the scoreboard. The presence of players who can anticipate plays, read the floor, and execute the coach's game plan is invaluable. In particular, when the big three are orchestrating the offense, a player who consistently occupies the right space, closes out effectively, or hits the occasional open three can make the difference between a dominant win and a narrow escape. The Lakers' strategy of pursuing multiple mid-tier, versatile players is not just cost-effective. It is operationally strategic. By focusing on players who fill these gaps without demanding the ball excessively, the team maintains fluidity, pace, and balance, all while keeping the stars in positions to create and excel. Financial prudence and roster flexibility also play into these decisions. Unlike high-end stars who may demand exorbitant salaries or trade assets, players like Thybulle, Ellis, and Green provide impact at a fraction of the cost. This allows the Lakers to preserve draft picks, maintain cap flexibility, and continue making calculated moves throughout the season. In a league where salary cap management and asset allocation can determine long-term success, being able to acquire multiple quality contributors without sacrificing future stability is a significant advantage. Meanwhile, high-end players like Andrew Wiggins or Miles Bridges, while talented, come with higher costs and more complicated trade requirements. It becomes a question of efficiency versus extravagance. And in the Lakers' case, efficiency appears to be the smarter path. The stars are already generating points at an elite level, and the team's ceiling is determined less by adding a single superstar and more by surrounding them with reliable, versatile talent that complements rather than competes with their abilities. Another interesting aspect is the Lakers' approach to moments of influence for each star. The concept of allocating specific stretches of the game to LeBron, Luka, and Reeves individually creates a rhythm and structure that fosters confidence and peak performance. Each star gets the opportunity to dominate without interference, while the supporting players understand that their role is to facilitate success, not overshadow it. This dynamic ensures that the team operates in harmony rather than chaos, with each rotation designed to accentuate strengths and minimize weaknesses. Players like Thibault and Ellis excel in this framework because their contributions are clear, measurable, and supportive. They know when to shoot, when to defend, and when to simply occupy space to create opportunities for others. This level of discipline and awareness is critical when you have three of the most prolific offensive players in basketball on the floor simultaneously. Beyond individual games, the Lakers must also consider the broader landscape as the trade deadline approaches. There will be multiple players available, and competition for high-end stars will drive prices up and limit options. Meanwhile, versatile, mid-tier contributors often fly under the radar, allowing the Lakers to quietly strengthen their roster while other teams focus on marquee names. This strategy not only ensures value acquisition, but also prevents overpaying for assets that may not integrate smoothly into the existing system. By targeting players who are hungry, adaptable, and skilled in the specific ways the Lakers require, the team can enhance both current performance and long-term depth without compromising flexibility or future planning. This approach reflects a level of strategic foresight that is essential in today's NBA, where roster construction is as much about timing and fit as it is about raw talent. Watching the trio of LeBron, Luka, and Reeves evolve over these first few games has been remarkable. Every possession showcases a growing understanding of each other's tendencies, strengths, and decision-making processes. The trio is already capable of generating significant offensive output, and this will only increase as they gain more experience playing together. The Lakers' focus on adding multiple supporting players who fit the system ensures that this offensive engine can operate at peak efficiency throughout the season. The balance between luxury and necessity becomes clear. While a player like Wiggins could provide occasional scoring bursts, the team structure means that 2 or 3 versatile, complementary contributors offer a more consistent and sustainable path to success. By carefully managing minutes, rotations, and the integration of these supporting players, the Lakers maximize both the production and durability of their stars while maintaining a cohesive team identity. Before we continue, we ask that you leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Lakers updates. Moving on, whispers are turning into roars inside the Los Angeles Lakers locker room after a comment from Kevin Durant reportedly set off a storm among the team's biggest stars. Sources close to the team say the Golden State forward, known for his sharp tongue and unfiltered honesty, didn't hold back during a recent encounter, leaving several Lakers players visibly unsettled. While the exact wording remains under wraps, insiders claim Durant's remark touched a nerve regarding leadership and individual performance, igniting a wave of tension that has left coaches scrambling to maintain order. The incident has fueled speculation across social media and sports talk shows, with fans debating whether this could mark the beginning of internal friction or just a heated but fleeting exchange. Some locker room observers suggest that Durant's reputation for speaking his mind may have clashed with the Lakers' culture, known for its mix of seasoned superstars and emerging talents, creating a combustible situation. Rumors swirl that veteran players are split, some shrugging off the comment as typical trash talk, others reportedly stewing in private, unwilling to let it slide. While Lakers management has remained tight-lipped, The atmosphere reportedly shifted immediately after Durant's statement. Sources say the normally cohesive group seemed fractured during practice, with subtle body language and pointed conversations hinting at simmering disagreements. Could this be a wake-up call for team unity, or the start of a locker room saga that spills into public view? Analysts speculate that handling Durant's boldness will require careful navigation, balancing star egos without compromising chemistry. As of now, no official comment has come from Durant, the Lakers stars, or coaching staff, but the rumor mill is spinning at full speed. Fans are buzzing. Sports media are dissecting every gesture captured in post-practice footage, and the Lakers front office reportedly faces a delicate task: contain the fallout before it escalates into something larger than a single locker room flare-up. One thing is certain: where Kevin Durant is involved, headlines and hot takes are never far behind. Whether this is a minor spark or a full-blown wildfire remains anyone's guess, but the Lakers world is watching closely, bracing for what could become one of the season's most talked-about locker room stories. Stay informed exclusively about Los Angeles Lakers news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep receiving daily updates. Also, share your opinion on the news in the comments, as your contribution is crucial for the Lakers. Stay tuned for the next video.